All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother from the GMS New Orleans camp coming at you with a quick lesson. Prior to getting started, we're going to give all glory, honors, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, and we just going to get into real quick how, because it's a thing that people love to see. It's been this thing I've been seeing going around that people been saying how you say it, oh, you not bigger than the program, okay? But the same thing goes for the truth, okay? Because we understand that not no single one of us is bigger than the Lord's will, man. But you could start with that Romans.
Come. It's out of the book of Romans, chapter 3, and verse 3. And it reads, it says, "For what if some did not believe? Question mark. Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Question mark."
It says, so what if some did not believe? Okay. Should they, because they not believe, should they make the read it again, Baba Shah.
It says, shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?
Should their unbelief basically stop the truth, man? Okay, and it's gonna give you the answer in the next verse. Go ahead.
Verse 4 says, Yahweh forbid, yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. But if our unrighteousness commend the righteousness of Yahweh, what shall we say? Is Yahweh unrighteous, who taketh vengeance? I speak as a man. Yahweh forbid. For then how shall Yahweh judge the world? Where you want me to stop at?
That's cool. But that main point being, in 4 it says, the Most High forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. Okay, so basically, everything just like it says in Isaiah 55, I think it says, as the rain falling down, so is the word of the Lord, man, not coming back unto him void. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, so just because you don't believe, man, not gonna stop the show, man. The prophecy's still gonna unfold, and everything's still gonna take place, man. Okay, you got something?
Now I'm looking for something real quick, and I just quoted because it said the same thing in 2 places.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, ultimately the Lord don't have no respects of persons. It don't matter how many videos you could do 1,000 videos a month, right? 2 videos a day for a year straight, okay? It don't matter, all right? It's ultimately, it goes into who the Lord chose, all right? Who he's calling to do the work and who he's choosing, ultimately, all right? That's why the scriptures tell you many are called, but few are chosen. You see? Just because you have the appearance of a prophet, or you do the things of a prophet, don't mean that you'll be chosen. Go ahead.
This the precept.
I was looking for
this Romans 2:11. It says, "For there is no respect of persons with the Most High."
That's right. And I think the one, I think it was the one I was looking for was the one in James. But it's like I said, it said the same thing, you know, in multiple places, right? So the Lord is, doubling down on that point, okay? All right, the Lord, he has no respects of persons. It's merely by his choices. And when you go into respects of persons, okay, that's because somebody has done something or they have this certain characteristic that is likable or charismatic about them, all right? That sways the person's mind, okay? And that don't happen with the Lord. The Lord made you from every fiber of your body. He created you. He put the thoughts in your head to do the things in which you're doing. So he can't, how can he have respects of persons? You got it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get this because I quoted it.
Uh-huh.
But it's gonna say that point that you're saying too. So I'm gonna just get it right quick. This Isaiah, the 55th chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, said the Lord." Okay, it says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Okay, but that's just backing up that point. The Lord don't have no respect of person, man. You can't sway the Lord like you're a sway man. Okay,
Right.
It says his ways are higher than our ways, man. So the same things you would be able to do to man, you can't do that with the Lord. Okay.
If I could give a little bit more insight, because it
Go
goes
ahead.
into if the Lord want a man to go off and fall out the truth, that's his will that's being done on earth. All right, nothing happens without the Lord's consent, or nothing happens against his plan. You see, he's the one that's calling the shots. So if you're destined to make it, you're gonna make it. If you're destined to fall out, you will fall out. And that's it. You got it.
You get that precept in John.
Con.
So that's gonna back that up.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, in verse 18. It reads, it says, "Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time." And I want to say this real quick about that,
Right.
because that's a part of the Christian doctrine, that there's going to be on a TV screen some guy with the fucking devil horns, right? And he's going to be the Antichrist. And I put the quotations on the one, right? He's going to be the one in the blue suit with the fucking the black eyes with the horns coming out his head. That's what they believe. You see that there will be one Antichrist that comes against the truth. But that's contrary to the scriptures, because as it said, even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know it is the same. It's like it is the last time. All right, so anybody who's coming against the truth, you are a anti-Hamashiach. All right, not anti-Christ, you are anti-Hamashiach. You see?
Because it literally says that. It says anti-Hamashiach. So it's literally against
God.
Like it's simple, bro. But you got it.
Verse 19, it says, "They went out from us, but they are not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us."
But that's that point, right?
Con.
Okay, so if you are of that number, right? This is why we say we're the hopeful elect.
That's right.
Okay, because no one knows, right? But we hope that we are. Okay, but it's nothing you can do to be of that number, man. So if you don't believe and you fall out the truth, that does nothing but fulfill prophecy, man. Because you were never meant to be there anyway.
Yeah, that's on your body, man.
Con.
You know, it's just the way the Lord made it. That's and what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
But I got that one that you was kind of like you was hinting at in
Go
that
ahead.
2 Corinthians.
Yes.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8, and it reads, Slacky, hold on, I wanna see something. Yeah, I'll just read verse 8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." You know, and ultimately, that's pretty much going into all of the people that come up against us, all of the people that fall out, that say that, you know, GMS, y'all are grapists. All right, y'all don't have the full 100 truth. The names are not the names. All right, all of these things, it seems as if they're tearing down all that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has built here on earth through men. But the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is being uplifted because it's true and it's pure. All right, they're trying to dilute it, and it can't be diluted. The truth cannot be diluted, man. It can't be obstructed. It can't be obscured. All right, there's nothing that these people can do against the truth because it is the truth. The truth only leads to one place. All right. You know, a lie can go any different way, but the truth gonna be the truth no matter what. You know, and that's what that pretty much is going into. And I'll read it one more time. It said, 2 Corinthians 13:8, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. You see? But you got it out if you want to say something on that.
Nah, you pretty much hit the point.
Which one to grab?
Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Because ultimately, man, if you fall out the truth, you didn't believe from the jump. Okay? You got it?
All right, 2 and 12. 12? Come. All right, this is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 12.
You start at probably 13.
Come. All right, it says, I'm going to do 12. I'm going to do 12 too and go down. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended.
You can start right there. Because it says, woe unto the faint-hearted. You got your phone? You can look.
Nah, I don't have my phone.
Look up that word right quick. Because faint-hearted, what it that word faint? Okay, it's a two-part word. That word faint goes into weak, right? And we obviously know that your heart goes into your mind, man. So you just weak-minded. Okay, it says, woe unto him that is weak-minded, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended, man. So when that day does come and it's time for us to get beamed up in those chariots, you won't be defended, man. The Lord said, it says, if you ain't kind of, that he not going to acknowledge you for the Father. You know what I'm talking about? You acknowledge he not on. Let me see.
I got something real quick while
go ahead.
you figure out what you're trying to get into. This 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And ultimately, when you look at somebody that's faint-hearted, or like it says in verse 12, have faint hands. All right, the faint heart going to what this brother said, your la'ab, all right, your thoughts, your mind, okay? Your thoughts are fake, okay? So, and in turn, your action's going to be fake. So it says, and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. All right, so it's telling you that your faith and your works are faint-hearted. All right, they're fake. All right, so nevertheless, if your heart is faint, then obviously your actions are going to be faint as well, because you act out what you believe in. You see? And then you believe in what you act out. They work vice versa. All right? But it says, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways, because you're not fully in the truth, man. All right? You got a backup plan, right? You got a back. If the truth fail, then I'm gonna do this, and that's why you get weeded out. You know, that's why the Lord weeds you out. You see, you're not fully invested. All right, when it come down to the true men of the Lord, the 144,000 and the elect, all right, all of their chips are in on the Lord's side. Yeah. Okay, they pushed all their chips to the table and laid down their hand. All right, and they gonna win. The elect will win. Lord willing, it's us, man. All right. You got what you looking for?
Yeah, I got that word that I can't find it on. Appreciate it, but get this word faint-hearted. Oh yeah, this the other point. It goes into being cowardly, man. Yeah. So you ultimately you're a coward. Okay. You copping out.
I got something to back that up too.
But the word, because like I said, it's a two-part word. The word faint means weak, okay, cowardly, hesitant. Okay, show weakness, to pretend. Oh no, it said avoids one duty by pretending. Okay? But this is what that word consists of, man. Bro, it said avoid one's duty by pretending.
So ultimately not living up to what you're supposed to be as a prophet.
Con.
You've been given an office, you've been given a specific duty, all right? And pretending will prevent you from fulfilling that duty, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not all the way rooted in your heart, okay? You have not given really the Lord ain't allowed the truth to get rooted in your heart. That's why the scriptures tell you got men crept in unawares, right?
Yeah.
They all around, you see? And they you know, embedded in these different camps, even in Great Millstone, man. You know, and that's why we pray that the Lord don't put the Judah spirit on us. You see? Because that's a terrible thing, man. To be around men that genuinely love you and you betray them. You know, you fall out for whatever the case may be. That's the same as betrayal. You don't have faith in what we all agreed to believe on. You see? Because it's this ministry is a contract to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. It's almost like the mafia. When you fall out the mafia, you done. You fucking done.
Okay.
That's an inside joke, bro. Boy, you done.
Yeah.
You done, brother.
Bro, it's a blood in, blood out contract. So when you come in what the Lord said, make our bodies living sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you don't honor your contract, what happens? He requires of you, right?
And you know the scriptures tell you we must kill an old man. That's killing a part of yourself, you know? You have to kill your old self to enter into this contract, man. You know? But you got it, bro. I do got a scripture too.
And give me James 1:8 too.
Roger. This you want it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Slide it through in a moment. This is the book of James, chapter 1, in verse 8, and it reads, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Okay, and that's what you are, man. Wavering.
Right.
That's what that goes into, man. Being double-minded. Okay, you don't really know if you believe.
Right.
You don't really know if you want to do this.
Say your storage full. Just pull it off mine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Don't worry about it. Just pull it off mine.
But yeah, you don't really know. Okay, but that's part of knowing what you a part of, man.
Right.
Which is why brothers, you know, harp on that when you first coming in. It's like, okay, are you sure you won't do this? Okay, because you gotta understand what you're a part of, man.
That's another reason why brothers do welfare checks on you too. Right? It's not only to just shoot the shit with a brother. Nah, I need to know if we still believe in the same things.
Yeah.
You know, are you slowly being persuaded by Satan? Is there something that's causing your faith to waver? Right? Because that's what a true brother gonna do. He gonna make sure the mission is still the mission. Because Jacob get entangled with the affairs of this world, as it tell you in Timothy. You got it.
But let me read this.
Go ahead.
This the word double-minded in a blue letter in the Strong's is G1374. It says double-minded, wavering, uncertain, doubting. Okay, divided in interest.
Let me get this for you, bro.
When
you got it. Go ahead.
But that's what you doing, man. You divided in interest. You don't know what you want to do. Okay, and this, like I said, this is a blood in, blood out.
Right.
I mean, blood out contract. So therefore, back to that point that you had said, we have to know the men that's on side of us, man, because ultimately we putting our life on the line. Okay, so when things hit the fan, we gotta be able to trust each other, man. When these people come down with great rap, as they doing already, as we see, right? But when they put the hammer all the way down, man, and these people come looking for us, we gotta know the men that's on side of us, man. Okay? But you got your precept.
God. And I'm gonna say this too, because the reason why I brought that point out, because if we you know, say we believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, we gotta believe in the whole road, man.
Yes.
All right? We gotta believe in the whole Bible, from, you know, the front page, you feel me, the page that don't have no words, all the way to the page and the back that had an index. You know what I'm saying? We gotta believe the whole scriptures, man.
100% true.
From Genesis, all right, to Revelations and Apocrypha, man. All right.
Because what did that do? That if we don't believe in the whole thing, then that makes us no different than these other camps or these other unbelievers.
Jake gonna sell out in that day because they didn't truly believe that the Lord would give us spiritual powers when we get cornered, right? Jake gonna fall out because they don't believe that the Lord, they don't truly and fully believe. You have to fully believe. That's the whole thing about this thing that we talking about. These men that fall out, they fall out because what? Their faith wavered, all right? That there's a breach within their armor. You see, the Lord ain't giving them a chance to even repair that part of their armor, right? At least they repent.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen with the Lord. The Lord will make a man fall out, but then he double back and fully, fully come back to the truth. Some men have been put out, GMS, all right? And came back and was stronger than ever.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, when you looking at these different fallouts and bug outs, somewhere in their heart there was a piece of leaven.
Yeah.
You see? But this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and 12. One of my favorite scriptures, bro. Right? It says, "For fear is nothing else but the betraying of the succors which reason offered." Alright? And who is our succor? Right? Who is our help? Because when you go into that word succors, it goes into your help. Alright? Something that aids you, which is the scriptures, the comforter, alright, which in turn is Yahushua.
Yeah.
So when you don't believe in the scriptures, ultimately you're saying you don't believe in Yahushua. And that's unacceptable, and it cannot be pardoned, it cannot be passed. You see? And that's why you got to JB having to get up through that. Go ahead.
Because what? Through him we get saved.
That's right.
So it's no even going around that. You can't say, "Oh, I believe what the Lord is saying, but I don't believe in Yahushua."
Come.
How? Okay, how we getting out of here? Through him. Through the sacrifice that he made, that's how we return back to the Father.
Come.
But you got it.
It says, and the expectation, verse 13, and the expectation from within, being less, counted the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. You see? So being ignorant, to your succor will bring you torment. And ultimately, when we in the kingdom of heaven, these people, the 2/3, they're going to look back on their time in which they was given to get the truth. That time that they loathed, which is saying, Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, right? They loathed the law. When the gates of repentance was open to them, they despised it, right? Roughly paraphrasing. They're going to look at that, right? And it's going to bring torment unto them. Not only in that time, in the kingdom, but here too. Because the scriptures tell you, then shall they know a prophet was among them. You see? So they're going to remember when Jake was trying to give them this truth. When Jake was breaking things down. When Jake was sitting, how we're sitting doing these very things. These epistles. You see? They're going to remember these things. All right? When they didn't give heed to the warnings. You got it.
And they ultimately going to be, they're going to feel worse than the people that never heard it. I mean, well, everyone didn't hear it, but they're gonna feel worse than the 2/3, man.
Man, the motherfuckers that's in the know, that's why the scriptures tell you they're gonna be beat with many stripes. You see? Because they knew, they had an inkling, right? The Lord judge people like this. He'll let a man walk past while we out there on the block and you should have stopped and inquired.
Yeah.
You ain't inquire, that's your business. Take his judgment. You know what I'm saying? But then he got other men who has been in the same rooms as the apostles, man, right? As these different elders, okay? Men of great stature who toiled. And when I say great stature, I'm talking about the men that actually toiled and did the leg work. All right, that's great to me. All right, so Jake don't get it confused. Jake ain't no man pleaser or nothing like that. But that's great to me. These men broke down these scriptures through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, and done the work. And they were in the inner workings with these men, sitting shoulder to shoulder with them, elbow to elbow, and still didn't get it. Because they truly did not believe in their heart, man. That's the torment that they're going to have to face in Jacob's trouble, man. Oh, the name ain't the name. John the Baptist, bro, you going off. You see, and it's ultimately going into the doctrine that these people make up on their own. But that's a whole nother story, bro.
You got more now?
That was it.
I got this too.
Go ahead.
Because ultimately, when you come on Ecclesiastes 5 and 4 and 5, because you make a vow when you come to serve the Lord, man. Okay. But go ahead.
I got it. This the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 4, and it reads, it says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he had no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay. That's pretty much it.
That was it.
Yep.
Read them one more time.
Says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he had no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow, that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Okay, so the Lord is the last person that you won't borrow from skip out on paying, man. Okay? We talking about the creator of all things. Okay? It should be the last person you run off on, man. Cause that's basically what Jake doing, right? When you do it, when you make a vow, right, with a person, like if I vow to you, right, I'm gonna come get you tomorrow, and then I don't come get you, then you're gonna be looking for me like, you know, brother, you made a promise to me. You told me you were gonna come get me. So how much more the Lord, man? You told the Lord you were gonna serve him until the end, man. Okay? And then you fall out. So it's much required from you, man. What you got?
And even on another level, because you know, the Lord tell you, like you said in the book of Romans, I gotta make your body a living sacrifice. Our scriptures tell you that, hey, we don't even own our bodies, man. Yeah. You know, hey, our bodies are bought at a price. Okay, the Lord gave us these bodies to worship in. All right, and that's it. All right, and Jake fuck around and they start vowing to their different pleasures, which ultimately they're vowing to Satan, man.
Yeah.
All right, they've given their lives over to Satan, worshiping Satan in their every action. You see, and they forget that the point that you made, that Romans, I believe that's 12:1, if I'm not mistaken, making your body a living sacrifice was a part of that promise. You don't get to just say you're an Israelite and that's it. Yahweh Yahweh Shai. That's it. No.
You can't say, I'm going to make my body a living sacrifice and then, never mind, I'm going to take my body back.
But you got people that say they don't want to be an Israelite no more.
How you don't want to be what you are?
It's a nationality. It's not a religion. This not something Jake, you know, it's just I just believe in this. No, bro, you are an Israelite. And there's plenty of ways to prove that. Obviously, this ain't the video for that, all right? But nevertheless, man, you can't just quit being an Israelite, especially if you in the know, man. But you got it out. That's all I had, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this word right quick and we can get out of there. It's the word vow. I'm gonna get the verb. It says, and it's on the online etymology. It says promise solemnly. Solemnly. It says pledge oneself. Make a commitment.
That word solemn goes into being serious, man. All right. That's why when we do the Passat, you know, we eat in haste.
Yeah.
It's a solemn assembly. You see, it's a serious event. That's why we don't do no joking and, you know, giggling and, you know, like fuckery. You got it.
And I'm gonna get the noun too. It's kind of heavy right now. It says a solemn engagement to devote oneself to a religion, order, or life. Okay, a solemn promise, usually to the Most High or a saint, to do something, make a change, typically expectations of a reward.
That's heavy.
Come on now. Okay.
What do we expect? salvation,
Come.
right? First and foremost, obviously we expect the kingdom of heaven, but in order to get there, we got to get salvation first. All right, we expect to get saved. All right, Lord willing, we get saved. We pray we get saved. You got it?
Gone. Okay, I'm gonna get this latter part too. It says, a promise made to the Most High, solemn pledge, dedication. It says, that which is promised, a wish, desire, longing, prayer. Okay? So, we vowed to the Lord. Okay, the Lord also gave us about a promise. Okay, because that's what that's going into.
Yeah.
That he gonna come back and save us, man. And we're gonna get rewarded, right? For the works. So when you don't keep your end, it's safe to say he could take his vow back too, right?
That other end void.
Yeah.
It's been made void.
Because you didn't keep, ultimately your ends comes up first. Okay, then his.
Right.
Right? You have to complete your vow for his to be completed. Okay? So if you don't finish the race, man, you don't get rewarded.
That's right.
But that's all I had, bro.
Con, that's on you, bro.
Con. But that was the point, man. Okay? Which we started off with the yeah. All right, man. We started off with the Romans 3. Okay? Just because you don't believe, man, that's not gonna stop the prophecies from being fulfilled, man. Okay? So with that, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So prior to getting out of here, we're gonna give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.